Hello again, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. Okay, so back in American Truck Simulator, and yeah, the last episode we bought this thing up, and I did some awful parking, so it's all wonky and everything. But yeah, I just can't do it, to be honest. I did give it a try, but
turn left.
Yeah, I had to shunt around a little bit. And yeah, I've found another job that's staying in Canada. So this series isn't just going to be in Canada, by the way, but I was asked to yeah, give Canada a try. So yeah, I want to do that for the first few. And what are we on now? Episode 6 or something? And yeah, then obviously we'll be using some DLC and yeah, going elsewhere. So I am already getting bugs in the thing for license plate generation, so I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Actually, this must be episode 7, I suppose. I don't know. Right, we'll stop here for a moment. Actually, we haven't got a trailer, so we can go through it. Yeah, so we're picking up a digger and we're going northbound. I know that's a stop sign. Jesus Christ, mate.
Go straight on. Keep right and then turn right.
Okay, yeah, so it's just round the corner. And yeah, so it's a digger we're taking.
Turn right.
Not trying to spoil the surprise or anything, but it'll probably be the thumb anyway, won't it? Okay.
You have arrived at your destination. Your
Nice.
route guidance is now finished.
Thank you, Sky. Right, so freight market, and we'll just take it as is, unless no, they're fixed wheel anyway, aren't they? Yeah, take it as is. Perfect. Okay, where is it? Over there. Right, here we go. Easy. There we go. Right.
Time to hit the road.
Indeed. Stalled it. Right, so we'll go round here. Yeah, obviously this was already loaded up and everything, but if my truck was being loaded in a site like this, obviously in the UK you have to have all like high vis on and everything. I'm sure it's the same in America and Canada as well. But yeah, if the site was like this kind of thing and there wasn't an obvious way out, I'd just quickly walk it while they were doing that,
Turn left.
just to make sure that I could get through. Because I remember once in,
Turn left.
yeah, like quite early on in my career, I made the stupid mistake of just presuming I'd be able to get out one direction, and there was a metal fence round there for seemingly absolutely no reason, so I had to reverse all the way back to where I'd started. So yeah, if I'd have just quickly walked it before, I wouldn't have looked like an idiot. And obviously it's dangerous having to yeah, reverse a truck and trailer.
Go straight on.
And never reverse further than you need to. I do it in
Keep right.
this game that I'm
and then
always
turn
reversing
right.
too far. But yeah, in real life, little
Turn right.
British sports car there. But yeah, in real life, I used to really try and stick to that. Okay, so it's pulling it alright, it's pulling it absolutely fine. So this weight we can cope with, 15 ton, easy. Yeah, so you can get some monstrous engines in this truck. So the JC pack that I've got, engine pack, the road train edition of some of the engines goes up to 1100 horsepower, I think. And I have seen, so it was ages ago, lots of people were using a mod that gave 2000 horsepower, and it's funny and everything, but I wouldn't advise it for this game, because when you drive something powerful, especially ridiculously powerful, and then go back to standard, it will ruin the game for you. So don't be too tempted by these silly engine mods.
Go straight on.
And you won't kind of learn how to use the torque properly either. So yeah, I don't recommend it. Right, so almost 10 o'clock and still a little bit light. Right, let's have the full beam on. I mean, the sky is still a little bit light. Yeah, so I'm definitely more of a kind of winter person in real life. I prefer, yeah, being a little bit chilly rather than boiling hot, because obviously you can just pop layers on, but when it gets too hot, my goodness, I just can't cope. It's different when, like, I'm on holiday. Not that I go on holiday much, but yeah, it's different then because you haven't got to work. Oh, come on now.
Keep right.
I mean, I know we're speeding, but we're going uphill, so I'm just trying to yeah, get some speed. And obviously we will be able to do this delivery in this episode. Oh, don't cut the corner. Right, roadworks coming up. Jesus. Oh, are you doing that by hand, mate? Throwing rocks over. But yeah, saying about doing something by hand, so obviously I'm a chainsaw operative, a woodsman, all that kind of stuff, and yeah, my goodness. So one night an emergency job came up. So this was years ago. An emergency job came up, and yeah, we went out and we knocked on a few doors. So basically a tree had gone across a road, and it wasn't a very busy road, and there was quite an easy way to get round it as well, so it wasn't like major detour or anything like that. But knocked on a few doors, and it was quite late at night. So obviously what you do in that situation is you look for lights on downstairs. So I went and knocked on a few doors, and I spoke to a bloke, and I said, we've got a tree down over here, and I said, what's the yeah, general thoughts on using chainsaws at this time of night? I said, like, we have to ask permission, but if there's loads of people with kids and stuff, and obviously we don't want to do that when it's so late. And he literally came out of his store and he pointed to nearly every house and said, they've got kids in primary school, and he was just going along, and oh my. So yeah, some of you all know what this is. I had to use my silky to cut the rest of the tree down, and yeah, get it into parts that I could move. And I was just there with my boss. Me and my boss were just like manhandling these massive bits of lumber because we just couldn't do it anymore. We couldn't use the silkies to get rid of it, and we weren't allowed to use chainsaw. And back then electric saws were shockingly bad. They're very quiet and very good now, but back then they were terrible. He bought 3 of them and ended up sending them all back because they were just useless. They weren't kind of heavy duty back then, but obviously now you can get actual professional ones of them, so yeah, much better. Come on, truck, you can do it. Yeah, so I'm a still bloke, and my 261s have always been tuned up a little bit, which makes them rev higher, and it makes them louder as well, so yeah, I definitely wouldn't be able to use that. My Dolmar the same. Okay.
Keep left and then turn left.
No worries.
Turn left.
Okay. Are you really letting me go? Cheers, mate. Oh, of course, we've got full beam on, haven't we? Very kind. Now he's going to be stuck behind us.
Get ready to turn left.
What are you doing, mate? Okay. Yeah, that's what you're used to as a lorry driver. Someone thinking, oh god, I don't want to be stuck behind that, pulling out in front of you. Right, here we go. Right. Why am I all over the road? Let's try driving on the normal side of the road. There was a height limit there. I found the most perfect place to stop once many years ago. So in England there was this absolutely amazing place, and it said free parking. I think caravans and motorhomes were allowed in there as well, but it said free parking, and the road was really wide going up to it. And I thought, perfect. I only needed a 45-minute break, but yeah, I think if I'd have phoned my boss and said I found somewhere ideal to park, he would have been fine with me doing an overnight there. Got all the way down this road, and then there was a bloody height restriction there, and it was a wide road, but it wasn't quite wide enough to spin round, and I remembered that all the way down there wasn't anywhere like a passing place that was suitable to spin the lorry round, so I thought I'm just gonna have to reverse all the way back. But because I needed at least a 45-minute break, I just parked up next to this bloody height barrier, and yeah, I was just sat there on my break, and I was just getting ready to go, and I was thinking, yep, I'm gonna have to reverse all the way down, just getting ready to go, and a bloke came out from a little Toyota Yaris. A bloke came out and he said, do you want the barrier open, mate? Oh god, it was bliss. So he opened the barrier, and yeah, I thought I'd best not park in here because I might actually get stuck, so I just spun round and went out. But yeah, sometimes it's definitely worth asking, but with that place you wouldn't just walk up to a bloke in a Yaris and ask whether they had the key for the gate. But my goodness, that could have been really bad, especially if I went up there at night. Okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember this bit of road, and I'm glad that we're crashing. I'm glad that we're coming down at night, because it means I can see headlights coming. Yeah, I do remember this bit. Yeah, it's horrible when you get yourself in that kind of situation and you know that you've got to do something a little bit dangerous and scary to get yourself out of it.
Keep left and then turn left.
Right, has
Turn
it stopped
left.
raining now? I think it has. Let's turn them off.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, and someone asked whether, so it was on my
Right.
ETS series, someone asked whether I recommend getting a steering wheel, so I definitely do recommend it. But they're very, very expensive. So you can get really cheap steering wheels and, yeah, like, instead of having force feedback, they have vibration, if anything. And that wouldn't be a very nice experience. So
Turn right.
if you are considering getting a wheel, I highly suggest watching about 50 reviews on YouTube, and don't go for the... So obviously some of them will be fine, but I'd go for the smaller YouTubers' reviews on them. I haven't done one, by the way, so I'm not trying to get an extra view. But if you go for the smaller YouTubers, the chances are they've paid for it, and the chances are they're going to be honest about it because they're not kind of sponsored by the manufacturer.
Turn left.
What's going on up there? And obviously, yeah, giving like a smaller YouTuber a chance is brilliant. Like, yeah, they'll see that more people have watched their videos and it'll inspire them to make some more. And then hopefully they don't end up selling their soul to things like Manscaped and all that crap. None of that is coming to my channel. I'm actively against it.
Turn right.
Okay. What's all that? Oh, I kind of wish that this was in the daytime. Because we're still quite far away from our delivery. I have been here before, but like I said, it was last year when I was doing Series 1.
Turn left.
Yeah, so I do recommend a steering wheel, but just definitely do your research or expect to be paying quite a lot of money for it. You can buy second-hand wheels and stuff where people are upgrading or just not using it, but obviously you don't really know what kind of abuse it's had. Oh, it's making so much noise in its past, because like when I'm playing BeamMG, the steering wheel is being abused. As is the H shifter, so I definitely wouldn't want to buy used gear off me. Oh, big bump. Yeah, I do remember this bit. Okay, using the night time to our advantage. I can see headlights coming. And I wouldn't be going anywhere near this fast. This fast, you're almost guaranteed a puncture, aren't you? Because there's some bloody sharp rocks about.
Get ready to turn left.
So you want to be really placing your truck or car, whatever you're driving.
Turn left.
Really thinking about where you're placing it. Oh, the bloody headlights in this game. It's the spread just is nowhere near what it is in reality. I've literally never driven at night time and not been able to see a little bit around the corner, and I've never had a car with like cornering lights or anything like that. But yeah, I just barely see any of the road. Is it because we've got full beam on? Nope, no difference. So sometimes, the reason why I said that, sometimes when you put full beam on, it focuses it into a kind of spot rather than flood. But yeah, this is silly, isn't it? The angle's right there, but the intensity isn't. Oh, come on now. Yeah, I know, mate. People moan. Yeah, I don't know whether you can hear the steering wheel, but it's going berserk. But yeah, without force feedback. So I can't remember what game it was, but one of the games that I played before didn't have force feedback enabled, and it felt rough. Oh, this bloke's trying to overtake, so let's let them go. I don't know how long they've been there for. Yeah, go on, mate. Go on. I don't think the bloke behind us can go. Okay, coming off the throttle. Little feather. Oh my goodness, steering wheel. Okay, so I was trying to stay quiet so that you couldn't hear it through the microphone. Easy. Right. Remains 4 hours. Only 40 minutes away. Yeah, it is struggling a little bit in this gear, but it's done alright, isn't it? And hopefully, we'll be able to get 1 or 2 more jobs in Canada using their trailers. I know we don't earn as much money, but we are actually doing alright for cash. I'm going to do it. Often used to happen in real life. I'd be overtaken by someone in a car and then they'd end up slowing me down. Obviously I'd not have the opportunity to overtake. Sorry, mate. But yeah, quite often used to happen. It's annoying.
Turn right.
Yeah, I don't know how kind of... Oh, I remember this bit. We got fuel there in season 1. I don't know how kind of respected lorry drivers are in Canada and America. I don't know whether other other road users kind of give them more leeway. But yeah, especially England, yeah, car drivers aren't very good around lorries, I've got to admit. Not very respectful. Nope. Nope. My goodness, I'm buggering this up, aren't I? Itchy nose. Yeah, because even like before I'd even driven anything with a trailer, yeah, like I always used to kind of respect people who were driving awkward vehicles, so like I'd just give them a little bit of leeway. But I think it's just me in general. I think that's just my personality, really. If I see someone who's like struggling or something like that, I just want to help them out, or just not be a burden. As long as they're respectful, because yeah, in England, or the part of England that I grew up in, tractor drivers don't have any respect for other road users, so they don't pull over and they just delay everyone. Yeah, we quite often, like on the way to school, in our school bus, would be stuck in a massive tailback, because of tractors not pulling over. But yeah, apart from that, if someone's driving a vehicle that's awkward, just give them some allowance, isn't it? Yeah, it used to be really annoying because there was some hills on the way to my school, and I lived quite far away from the secondary school that I went to, and you'd just be stuck in a massive tailback, and obviously where it was quite high up, the school coach, you'd get the occasional glimpse of what was holding you up, and it'd be some arse in a tractor. And then when you got to school, because like obviously you're all in different classes, you'd all have to explain why you were late. Farmers. Oh, the benefits of growing up in the countryside. And the stuff they spray on fields, my goodness. The smell of it sticks with you for years. Well, forever, I think. Okay. Wonky, but that'll do. Right, lights off, engine off, and get rid of that. Yeah, so the frame rate definitely has been better, but we're still getting that error. Oh, I'm instructor now. Let's go for this one, I presume. Why not? Yeah, so I did actually do long distance on this, but if you're new to the game and you want to practice parking, don't progress on that one. Progress on the others, because then you get to do more deliveries. Some of the deliveries on here are super long. Right, so what have they got? Nothing for us really. So let's have a quick look on job market. Oh, not quick job. Such a fool. And okay, they haven't got anything for us here or there. Hope. It's not long since we've been there. Really need to go here. Okay, so let's have a quick look to see what's ended up there or there. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. So I couldn't find another job going in the direction that we need to. I've turned on fatigue now. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive in the right kind of direction, and then yeah, hopefully by the time we've slept and stuff, some more options have become available. I could just sleep there, I suppose, just in case there is something. Should I do that? Yeah, I think I will. So we're allowed to just put over here. So let's get past these. I don't think any of these are going to be moving anytime soon. Right. Yeah, so we'll sleep here. And then that opens up some more jobs, hopefully. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, I was just going to go down to here. I didn't realise that there was a sleep spot there. Right, so freight market. Where we are now. Oh, it's no good. No good at all. How about down here? Also no good. We probably won't get down there in time. Yes, I don't really know what to do now. I think just head down to Horseshoe Bay. I think that's my only option. So yeah, I'll carry on going this way. So yeah, we'll do a little bit more driving, get down to that point, and then see what's occurring. Okay. Yeah, sorry about this, everyone, but obviously I don't mod the game in the way that I create jobs or anything, so I've just got to take it as is, which is kind of realistic, but obviously that's a train there, or a locomotive. Obviously you wouldn't be as picky if it was real life. You just take any jobs that you could. Oh, the road's all going to be like this all the way down, isn't it? Really noisy through the wheel. But yeah, quite an area. And yeah, we don't float logs in the UK, so we don't really have that kind of ability. We sometimes make them go down, like we'll attach them to ropes, have them use gravity to get down to a spot, but that's about it really. My goodness. God, the wheel's making so much noise. I'm trying everything I can to make it make less noise, but even forcing it onto the desk isn't helping. I'm just going to break it again, aren't I? So yeah, I did actually break my wheel playing ETS2. Because I've got a mod where I can drive off the map, so the blockers don't stop you, and it's really handy for if you need to turn around. My goodness, it's really handy if you have to turn around, but sometimes it can really bite you in the arse. So sometimes you'll just fall through the map, then other times you'll be off the map and then you'll suddenly hit another blocker that they can't get round, and yeah, I hit one full pelt trying to find somewhere to park up, and I broke the mount off my steering wheel. Oh, perfect. We're going onto an actual road now. Maybe it might be better. Right, can't see anything. Nope. There's a sawmill up there. I'm also flooring it a bit because I know that it's the end of the episode. Okay. My goodness. Why is that showing up? I'll turn them off. Come on. Proper bit of road now, please. Our poor Poor truck. Still got a full beam on. Right, please let this be more smooth. Nope. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to just park up somewhere in a second and end the episode. And then in the next one, I'll turn the steering wheel right down so it's not making so much noise. My goodness. World Rally Championship. Right, let's just get over the brow of this hill.
Where it ends.
Okay, so there was a little bit of drift action just a second ago. So yeah, I wouldn't park this close to the side, but this is a game, so I know that that's not all going to collapse. And yeah, so I'm going to end it here. So in the next one, ruining her photo or making it better. In the next one, I'll turn the vibration down a little bit, the force feedback down, and then we'll try and get somewhere so that we can pick up a job to one of the 2 places left in Canada that I need to explore. Right, so thanks for watching, everyone. I do really appreciate each and every view, and if you've liked this, please feel free to join me in the next one. So cheers everyone, and bye for now.
Platform 17 for the 1832 Southern from service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Aldcombe, Haywards Heath, Wivelsfield, Burgess Hill,